Hi, best friends. I'm Tabby.
And I'm Caitlin. And today we are discussing Thanksgiving themed books that we found on Goodreads.
Man, they're bad.
You know what? Some of them, though, I'm actually interested in.
I'm gonna read every single one of these.
Yeah. And you should do the same.
I don't think they're very long.
What you think of them.
So I'm gonna kick us off with one that I am intrigued, concerned, scared to read. And it's called Gabby and the Gobblers. So this has a 4.17 on Goodreads, which,
pretty good.
You know, that's not bad. I've read way worse. Gabby and the Gobblers is a why choose romance, meaning our female main character doesn't have to choose between her gobblers. She gets to be stuffed by them all.
I love that.
This is a standalone romance. Thank you. I'm so glad they let us know that. I don't like reading series. Growing up, my dad taught me everything about hunting. Small game, big game, it didn't matter. All that mattered was the prize at the end. Dad passed away 3 years ago, leaving me to bag the coveted Thanksgiving turkey for our family dinner. After all, fresh was best. No one wanted a store-bought turkey. Well, okay, Ina Garden, let's chill out there.
Store-bought's fine.
Like every year before, I was up at the crack of dawn and deep in the woods, ready to bring home the best and the biggest. But my hunting trip was shot to shit when 3 turkeys attacked me before I could even get my shot off. Yep, those feathered bastards came out of nowhere and attempted to take me down. Then, like magic, the turkeys disappeared, and in their place were 3 of the most gorgeous men I'd ever seen. I was immediately attracted to the 3 turkey shifters and wanted to wobble on their gobbles. But after trying to take their lives, would they let me touch their dangly bits?
Girl gets right into it.
I'm going to bomb.
I didn't love the things that
you know, we started off pretty strong, and then we got a little weird there at the end.
Very quickly went downhill. And I mean, I knew it was going to be weird.
It was more just the verbiage used there.
For sure. I think we could have just not said something.
You could have said that in fewer words.
Fewer and different words.
In different words.
But yeah, that one is by Coda Jean, if anyone wants to read that. It's only 206 pages, so short.
So, yeah, a really short why choose turkey-based romance.
Turkey-based. Okay, sorry. Then the next book we're going to talk about is called Fall Into You by Caroline Frank. This one has a 3.64 on Goodreads, so not too bad. This one's a little more cutesy. It's kind of a chick lit. So it says, what happens when a family-oriented woman falls in love with her brother's best friend? A sweet, recovering ladies' man her family doesn't approve of. I've always loved being a part of my family. We're Italian, which by definition means that we're completely in each other's business and sticklers for tradition. But when Matt, my brother's sexy best friend from college, comes back into our lives looking hotter and acting sweeter than ever, my family's involvement really starts getting on my nerves. I pretty much fall for Matt from day one, so when my brother draws a firm line in the sand and forbids us from dating, it really becomes a problem for me. Being with Matt is the first thing that's made me happy since my dad's passing, and I'm not going to let my brother stand in the way of that. I guess we'll just have to keep things a secret. So I always think it's a forbidden romance.
Weird when it's like the older brother being like, you can't date this man. It's like, what are you, my dad? Like,
well, I mean, because she said their dad passed, so maybe.
But it's like, why do they care?
I know. I guess, I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with
it just always strikes me as odd,
like tradition and I don't know. He just kind of felt like he had to step up as the man of the house.
It just always seems so it's weird to me.
No, I agree with you. I don't love that.
All right, next up on the list, we have Alien Thanksgiving by Zara Zenia. It has a 3.72.
Hell yeah.
Not terrible. I don't know about this one. All right, here we go. What could be worse than your ex coming to Thanksgiving dinner? Finding out your date is from another planet.
True.
For sure. Kelly's meddling mother has overstepped again, invited her ex, the man who cheated on her and committed other unforgivable relationship sins, to Thanksgiving dinner. Your mom's a bitch.
Yeah.
Fuming, Kelly speaks before she thinks it through and promises to bring along her new boyfriend. The only problem is she doesn't have one. That is a problem. Instead, she asks one of her regular customers, Carlisle, the handsome British exchange student, to pretend to be her boyfriend for the awkward event. He gladly agrees, and when the two spend time together, Kelly soon realizes the attraction between them is very real, which should make the family dinner far easier than if they had to pretend. But what she doesn't know could make an already uncomfortable Thanksgiving feast go completely off the rails. Carlisle is from another planet. Between her ex and an alien, Kelly has found herself in a world of trouble.
I feel like the name Carlisle came from Twilight because I've never heard that name before.
Does he look like Carlisle Cullen?
I don't know. It looks like he's blue on the cover.
Girlie, if he's blue,
how did you not know?
That should have been your first indicator.
I guess maybe he has like some kind of like.
Did he steal someone's skin?
Oh my God. We're talking Men in Black type shit.
Wow.
Please don't wear somebody else's skin. If any aliens are listening, don't do that, please.
Don't do it.
Yeah, like I shouldn't have to ask you that.
We shouldn't be having this discussion again.
Yeah, you aliens. So selfish. And the next one is called Stuffed, a Thanksgiving romance. It's very straightforward, I feel. This is by Jessica Gadziala, and it has a 4.07 on Goodreads, so not bad.
Yeah, pretty good. A lot of ratings.
A lot, yeah. So it says, I haven't been home for Thanksgiving in 6 years. A couple days before I leave to head home, I am informed my brother's best friend and also my huge, obnoxious adolescent crush will be there as well. So among a shaky work situation, a newfound potato chip addiction.
I already hate
Are you an adult?
Yeah, this girl.
Sorry, and the usual stress of heading home for the holidays, I have a sudden urge to prove that I was no longer the mumbling, bumbling girl in Hogwarts robes and her nose in a book. Not that anything was going to happen between us. Those hopes had died around the time I headed off to college, but maybe, ...
She's like that girl who takes books to concerts and is like, I'm just not like the other girls.
She's the girl who takes books to concerts and thinks the lead singer's going to see her reading at their concert and be like, bring her backstage.
Yeah. She was like the Your Name Here, One Direction fanfic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, oh, I'm only at this concert because I'm just here for my friends. My friends dragged me here.
Yeah.
And so I came here to read, a quiet place to read,
I just need to read this book. Yeah, no, that's what we're dealing with here.
Yeah, I didn't love that. Not going to lie to you. Won't be reading
Probably won't be reading that. All right. This next one's called A Bear for Thanksgiving by Lisa Daniels. It has a 4.14 stars on Goodreads. My family doesn't want me. They're prioritizing my brother's wife again. She hates my guts, and I don't know why. Damn. On top of that, I broke up with my boyfriend. We are starting off heavy.
All right.
However, I met a handsome stranger at my favorite bar, tall, muscled, with a gentle, magnetic smile. He's more than just a man, though. I found out not too long into knowing him that he's a bear shifter. He turns into a bear to protect me from his ex.
Huh?
I feel like we skipped some chapters.
Extra some murder.
Okay. I'm being introduced to a world I've never known with a man I could easily fall in love with, and I've been invited to his family's Thanksgiving. Are they all shifters?
Oh my God.
Like, how whiny of you just to start off with my family doesn't want me because they like my brother's wife better.
Yeah. Why does your brother's wife hate you?
What did you do?
Because you're like, she hates my guts and I don't know why. Really, you did something.
Maybe there's something there.
Yeah, let's be real.
Let's be so fucking for real right now.
The next one I'm going to read to you.
I'm interested.
Yeah, this one I'm actually interested in. It's called A Very Mountain Man Thanksgiving by Shaw Hart, and it's got 4.15 stars. So it says, he's the man of her dreams, but she is not who he thinks she is. And then it says, it's got like different perspectives here. So Myra, it all started 2 weeks ago. I needed to leave town, but I had nowhere to go. That's when I stumbled on my roommate's dating profile and saw the sweet messages some guy sent her. He invited her to come visit him and left his address. So I may have stolen her account and messaged him back that I was on my way. It was only meant to be a few days, but once I met Alder, I don't want to let him go.
That's
once I
so
meet Alder.
Fucked up.
It is. So from Alder's perspective, when Myra shows up on my doorstep claiming to be the girl that I've been messaging online, I know that she's lying, but I don't have it in me to turn the curvy girl away. He's like, damn, she's thick. So instead, I invite her in and try to see how far she's willing to go with all of this. Then something happens. I start to fall for the lonely little liar. Will Alder be able to let Myra go, or will he have something special to be thankful for this Thanksgiving? Get ready to fall in love with the mountain men of Fallen Peak. These 5 men are all different. Oh, there's 5 of these books, the Fallen Peak novels. Okay. So there's lots of mountain men to read about.
Yum.
Okay, I love that he immediately knows she's lying, but he's like, she's hot.
He was like, I'm just gonna see how far this goes.
Yeah, he's like, well, is she DTF or
what do you want to do though?
He's like, there's not much in the way of entertainment.
He's like, I'm actually so fucking bored right now.
I love that.
Oh my God. Okay. Next one is Her Naughty Holiday by Tiffany Rice.
It's spelled Reisz.
So this is Men at Work number 2. So another series, I guess. I don't know if they're interconnected. Doesn't matter. A feast she wasn't expecting. Clover Green, terrible, would sooner crawl into her oven than host family for Thanksgiving dinner. Yet another annual ritual of too much food served with a side of criticism over Clover's bad life choices. This year she needs to distract them all with a handsome fake boyfriend.
Hell yeah.
And she has the perfect guy in mind. Contractor Eric Fields is the poster boy for sexy single dads.
Oh, he's a dad.
I don't want to read it. I don't like kids. And Clover has been secretly crushing on him for ages. She certainly wasn't expecting Eric to agree to her insane charade or to add lots of hot, wicked sex to the deal. Slay, Eric. If they can pull it off, the worst Thanksgiving ever might give them something to be really thankful for! Exclamation mark.
Okay. Yeah, a feast she wasn't expecting also has an exclamation mark.
Tacky.
Okay.
Also had really like a ton of reviews.
Yeah, it was 4.07 stars. I'm not sure you mentioned that.
Oh, I don't think I did.
We got too distracted. So, and this one I'm excited for. This is called Thanksgiving with Dad's Best Friend.
Get behind these.
By Lena Little. And here's the thing. There's more than one book called Thanksgiving with Dad's Best Friend. So take that how you will.
Also, tons on Wattpad, because that is where we initially started off with.
Yeah, originally we're going to do Wattpad versions of this, but they were actually based on like characters.
Like TV shows?
Yeah, which I know, like, that's kind of fan fiction in general, but like, it was like Leslie Knope and Ben like having sex.
And I wasn't
about to read about that. Anyway, so this is Thanksgiving with Dad's Best Friend by Lena Little, 4.17 stars. I've been infatuated with him ever since I heard his name as a child.
No.
We're starting off so bad. And as I got older, oh no. And sorted through pictures of him. Okay, first of all, why were you infatuated by his name?
What's his name?
Yeah, is it something like
Tate?
For context, Tate is Tabby's little brother's name. Okay, so she sorted through his pictures and she started to feel other things I shouldn't but do. But all those desires I tried to keep to myself, I don't need to anymore, because one look in his hungry eyes and I know he feels the same. That's predatory.
This man's a predator.
I thought she was going to be a full-grown adult.
How old is she?
I mean, I don't know, but
she's
has had a crush on him as a child.
I just know it.
Okay, so this says Tate is clearly trouble, and not just with the law. Yeah,
he's a criminal.
Oh God, I thought that a hardened man like Tate would only ever see me as a girl.
An off-limits kid.
Bro, an off-limits kid due to my age, lacking experience,
He's
and
19.
of course there's my dad. But when my dad's best friend stops for Thanksgiving dinner, he just doesn't come for a meal. He comes for his prize, me. I'm thankful for a lot of things this Thanksgiving Day, but none more than my dad's best friend, my man, my everything. Okay.
Let's be so clear right now that we did not read any of these prior to us.
All blind read-throughs. I will say this is only 111 pages.
I am disgusted.
I'm just
to say the least.
Part of me wants to know how old she is, but then I'm also like, I don't think I need to
Ignorance truly is bliss, and I don't think I'll be reading this.
Yeah, because it scares me.
I'm scared.
If she's 18 or 19, I'm gonna vomit.
I already know she is.
I think what the biggest issue is that this man has clearly known of her since she was born.
It's just like we started off like as a child.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna be like she's like, you know, in her young 20s or whatever, and then her dad has like a work friend or some
Yeah.
shit that she meets. That's not what's happening in this book, unfortunately.
Also, why is her father inviting hardened criminals into their home?
Yeah, that's
Is
a good
he a
point.
criminal?
Maybe he is. Maybe
Is
they're
she a
in the
criminal?
business together. Like they're all criminals.
Love that. Okay. Last but not least, we really saved this one, the big guns here. It is called Full Sack by Layla Faye. I think it's actually a monster book. Yeah, Monster Ever After. Oh, maybe he's just like a piece of shit. I don't know. It's Thanksgiving erotica, if you guys are wondering. It gets 3.92 on Goodreads, which, you know, as far as erotica goes, that's pretty good.
Did you see his name?
No, is it Tate?
It's Raccoon.
I'm pretty sure that's why I picked it. He's like a criminal named Raccoon. Raccoon.
I'm so sorry. Okay, continue.
He can procure anything, his price to be paid on her knees.
Oh.
When Jennifer's cat falls ill, her only chance to save him is to find Raccoon, the elusive dealer in all things rare or impossible. Some call him a wizard. Okay, because anything one asks for, he can give for a price, which Jen is ready to pay. Raccoon's secret power is her only hope, so she will gladly take his magic wand in her mouth and do as she says. Except Raccoon doesn't want her to kneel and open up. He wants to be Jen's date to her family's Thanksgiving. Okay. And Jennifer would rather choke on him and be done, because if Raccoon keeps pushing, she might develop a case of feelings, as one does with a man named Raccoon. He's just too perfect with that masculine physique, uncanny eyes, and a filthy mouth. Except Raccoon is not what he seems. He's actually a raccoon that lives in the dumpster behind her home. And his little hands just grab everything. That's not what it says. And falling for a monster man with a sack full of magic is the last thing Jen needs. Really quick content note. Contains supernatural. He is a real raccoon. I knew it. Contains supernatural themes and ridiculous anatomy features, as well as a flavored monster cream. Okay. The thing that usually happens in the epilogue is part of the actual story, so beware, read, respond. What does that
pregnancy?
mean?
Usually happens in the epilogue. That sounds like pregnancy.
Read responsibly and don't try the sum. The thing that usually happens in the epilogue is part of the actual story.
Don't you think? Like accidental pregnancy or something?
Maybe. I don't know what that means.
Okay, this one scares me.
Is he an actual raccoon?
I don't know. Ridiculous anatomy features? Sounds like he's a raccoon.
Genre, it's supernatural themes. Erotica fantasy. The tags are erotica, fantasy, romance.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna read some reviews really quick.
Hey, number 2.
Hey, yeah, it said flavored monster cream.
What are we doing here?
I'm just happy to be a vegetarian after reading this book.
Does he have actual food? Oh, it's okay, so it's Thanksgiving flavored cum. Okay.
So I just want to know if he's a raccoon.
Apple cider and hot buttered.
He can make it taste like whatever he wants.
When she says rum, I do think she does mean cum. What is this, Willy Wonka? Like the full fucking flavored gum? Like,
well, now I feel like we have to read it to see if he's a raccoon.
How many pages is it?
148 pages.
I can read anything.
Okay.
I can read anything 148 pages.
Let's report back to you all, because I just need to know if he's actually a raccoon. I might just like kind of skim through this one.
I've got to know.
Yeah. All right. We'll be reporting back on that.
We'll let you know next time.
But join us next week, because we're going to be actually reading a Thanksgiving book called Thanksgiving with the Naughty Boss by J.Lo West. That one, I actually can't remember what it's about because we picked it out a long time ago. But I think the title kind of gives it away a little bit.
A little bit. A little bit.
And you know we love a good workplace romance.
Oh, absolutely I do. Oh, so exciting. And then we will be taking a 2-week break for the holidays. We'll be back the first Monday of December to wrap up the new year with everyone. We do also have a super special surprise that we're not going to talk about quite yet.
Yeah, so we will be doing something exciting that will come out at the beginning of the new year. More on that later.
Stay tuned.
We will have some details for you guys. So go ahead, get reading on Thanksgiving with the Naughty Boss. We'll talk to you next time. And as always,
Let's get lit.